Everyone, so today's thrift adventure, I'm gonna go into the thrift store where I have found my biggest flip ever. Since then I haven't found anything like it, but I found a lot of sealed VHS in here once before the whole craze happened, like right at the start of it, I think. And I sold a big one. I'll try to put what I can find on it later on in the video, so stick around and see that, and let's see if we can find anything good in here. Welcome back to a live thrifting video with me. This video is probably about 6 months old and I just have never edited it together. Just didn't have the time and everything, so I'm just checking wallets here. That's something quick and easy I can look through and kind of gauge what I think people like. This is an Ohio thrift store, so they are one of the stores that gets an abundance of surplus items, and like you can see kind of in those silver bags, there's quite a few there that match, so I don't really go through them very well, I guess. I thought about doing this, but then I couldn't tell if it was like a hand painted or not. I think I looked it up and it just wasn't worth it. I think this was filmed around Christmas, sometime in the fall of 2023. I believe the only two items I actually picked up from this store are the two items in my cart, which is a Mega Bloks Wizard of Oz thing and a DW from Arthur. More on that here in a second. Let me talk about these water bottles. You will kind of see here is a live action Little Mermaid like metal water bottle. So they were charging like $7 to $10, I think, on that. I can't remember. But those ended up being at the Disney outlet as well. And whenever I do my live shopping from there on Whatnot, which if you want to join us, I will link it in the link tree in the description of the video. But they had those water bottles there as well. And I can tell you that people don't really want live action Little Mermaid stuff in my auctions. So I was like, I'm not going to pay for these here when I can maybe get them at a better price at the outlet. So, like I said, lots of surplus, they have like an aisle of Rubbermaid, I guess. So here at the DVD VHS section, this is actually the thrift store where I found my greatest find ever. I found a sealed, an original sealed Jaws VHS for $3.99, and I sold it for about $3,900. And eBay only took about $600 in fees, and I actually went to Disney World on that money. My brother was marching with his band down Main Street there, so I went to watch him march down there. So I just thoroughly check this section whenever I'm in the store, just praying that I find another one. I did pull out the Incredibles VHS, but it is not worth anything, so I did end up putting it back. Yeah, terrible filming here. I am sorry. I need to get like a little hand held like holder or something. Alright, so some interesting looking turtles there that I have no idea what they were. They look like bookends, but you put the books on them, I guess. I don't think that's what they were, but that's what they look like to me while editing this video together. I've also found a stuffed animal here that I have sold for over $200. So, I really do like going to this store. So, I apologize. This video is really out of order because you have seen me have this Mega Bloks Wizard of Oz in my cart already. I usually do start in the toy section here. I just try to look for vintage kind of stuff if I can. I don't remember which one that was. But this Maleficent, I was like, yeah, no, they're charging way too much. And I don't think it's worth it in this case. So I end up passing on it. Let's see, where do I head to next? Oh, down the other side. I do try to look at Nerf guns. I just don't know a whole lot about them. I thought the Nerf Rebels were worth something, and then I was looking them up earlier this spring at a garage sale, and they were not worth me picking up. So unless you can get them 50 cents a piece, I pass on them. So here is the plushie section. You know me and my plush, I love them. So I picked up this DW. I think I sold her for like 10 bucks or something. She's really cute though. And then I do like to look at the sheets at this store because I like to look for the vintage sheets. Sometimes I can find them, sometimes I can't. More recently, I haven't been able to find them, but it's always fun for me to look at them. Look at these Marvel ones, and I'm like, oh, I hope it's a vintage, like 90s, 80s, which obviously it's not going to be at the look that they have in these. Okay, so I am on Terapeak right now because it's one of the easier ways to find my listing. And it is actually this one right here. So I sold it for $3,900 and eBay took about $600 in fees from it. As you can see, I kind of priced right below, yeah, because I'm right there. So I underpriced it for sure, not knowing. But this one was graded, it looks like. So, and mine sold, let's see, in November of 21, because I went to Disney World on it. In case you guys don't believe me, this is my listing on Vendu, which if you want a discount for this, it is in my description as well. So let's see. Yeah, I only spent $3.99 on it. Sold it for $3,900. And yes, they paid shipping. I shipped it priority. I probably messed up shipping big time on it. But I was just getting into this whole reselling thing really hardcore than I was. So there's marketplace fees. So yeah. And then I watched a video where Pete Davidson was buying sealed VHS. And I think I actually shipped this to New York. But I think it was upstate New York, so who knows if he bought it. But that'd be kind of cool if he did.